And hello, everybody. Welcome back to British Stand. I hope you're all well and a happy new year 2025. I hope you guys had good celebrations last night and were able to sort of celebrate with your family. A busy year ahead here on the channel, of course. January in general was a huge month, and we'll discuss the month in general a bit later on. But there is a bit of breaking news for you today, and as you can read there in the title, some New Year's Day horror as a huge cordon has been set up in Oxford Street in London, as there has been a stabbing. Yes, of course, New Year, same old problems for the capital city, of course, that being London, and on the same day that Sadiq Khan is going to be turning Sir Sadiq Khan, which is an absolute disgrace. We'll discuss that, of course, but let's go through this story, troops. So as you can see there, guys, a huge police cordon has been set up in on Oxford Street, following the news, of course, of a stabbing. The information that we've currently got for you right now with regards to this is that a 25-year-old man has been stabbed in Oxford Street. The stabbing took place outside early this morning at 4:04. Just obviously the details have been released now. Police were called to the scene following reports of men armed with knives in the area near Bond Street tube station. A 25-year-old man was found by police with a stab wound at the junction of Oxford Street and South Molton Street. He was taken to hospital with police awaiting further updates on his condition. Currently, a crime scene remains in place and an investigation is underway. There has currently been no arrests, and a Met Police spokesman said at 4:04 hours on Wednesday the 1st of January, police were called to Oxford Street just outside Bond Street Underground Station following reports of men armed with knives. Officers attended, and at a junction of Oxford Street and South Molton Street, they found a 25-year-old man with a stab wound. He has been taken to hospital and we await an update on his condition. An investigation is underway and a crime scene remains in place. At this early stage, there have currently been no arrests. So, again, as stated there, troops, different year, a brand new year, but same old problems within the capital city. And as stated, guys, this is under sort of Sir Sadiq Khan's watch. I will not be calling him Sir, by the way, but I was just putting emphasis on the fact that he is now a Sir. An absolute disgrace to this country. London is a cesspit. Again, I keep on saying this many times when we're reporting on these sort of crimes that happen. Again, I'm not just saying it's to do with sort of situations with regards to, terror or anything like that, but also the gang violence is mental. I mean, I don't know, I'd have to go and speak, but people that are older than me or living in London didn't report this gang violence, all this violence that happens, of course, with gangs and mass amounts of knife crime. There's a proper epidemic going on in the capital city, and in fact, not just the capital city, but across the United Kingdom in general. But that's the first one, of course, today. Huge police cordon at Oxford Street with regards to this one. Multiple men armed with knives, and one victim currently in hospital and is hospitalized due to a stabbing. So yeah, that's the breaking news with regards to it. And on a day, guys, that Sadiq Khan goes and gets knighted. This man is getting knighted after all he's done for this capital city. Since he took power, London has went down the sinkhole. It's an absolute cesspit and continues to get worse and worse and worse. And I has a bet that it's going to continue to get worse in 2025, which again, it's going to continue getting worse in going into this brand new year. Sorry, guys, just a disclaimer, if there's any fireworks currently going off, I don't know, everyone's still having a bit more celebrations on New Year's Day, so letting off fireworks and all of the rest of it. But yeah, sorry if you just hear some bangs in the background. I'm okay. I'm not in London, and as stated, it is fireworks just going off in the background. But let's take some comments, guys, and I also want to discuss January in general, because January is a very busy month on this channel. As stated, the Donald Trump inauguration is going to be taking place on January 20th, with a whole lot of stuff as well within our country that is taking place on the same day. We know exactly what it is. It's the tactic, the media tactic to deflect the reportings of these incidents. But of course, you've got that Labour MP, remember him, who said he was going to slit the throats of, or inciting violence, asking people to slit the throats of Conservatives. You've of course got the Southport killer trial starting as well. So January is going to be action-packed. It's going to be very, very busy, guys. So don't take your eye off the ball. We've got a lot to report on, and especially you do not want to be getting too distracted with Donald Trump getting inaugurated on January 20th. We've got so much stuff happening in this country, and we're going to be keeping you up to date with everything that actually happens over this month. It's going to be very, very busy, and we can actually see the downfall of Keir Starmer and hopefully get the answers of what this, quote unquote Southport cover up is all about. As stated, Nigel Farage just spoke in depth about it and stated that he's going to be finished after the news comes out with regards to the situation. So we'll have to wait and see with regards to that. But January, very, very busy. Guys, going to take some comments, but everyone who's just tuning in, Happy New Year to you all. I hope you guys have a fantastic year. A big year on the channel. We've only been going for 4 months. A lot of things going to be invested in the channel. I'm, of course, going to try and get a lot better. We're, of course, going to sort the setup out as well and bring some more people on. So, yeah, do subscribe if you haven't already. But good to see Peter Fox. He says, and Khan gets knighted. It's disgusting. Yes, well, Khan is knighted following his work and what he's done in politics, whether that's sort of defending Islamic extremists or whether that's just making London an absolute hellhole. I've not been back to London in a very long time. I think I left in 2019 and I've not been back. Well, I've been back for a weekend and it just looks like a hellhole every single time I go. So yeah, I keep well away from those parts these days. They should have used the sword more violently. On my way home this morning, all I could see was a strange foreign man walking the streets. I'll never go to London until Farage gets rid of Khan and the rest of what he's ruined. Again, I think a lot of people share that view as you there, my man. Ben says, Charlie, fix it, the badge. Welcome to New York, says J Quality Parts. Yeah, I mean, New York's just as bad as well. We have to get Khan and the Labour Party out. Again, that could happen in January, depending on what happens with regards to this situation, seeing what happens with this sort of Southport situation. Again, I'm not taking my eye off the balls. It's going to be a very, very interesting one, and hopefully we get the answers that the British public deserve as we go into sort of January 20th. But yeah, a very, very busy January indeed. Plenty of content. Of course, Parliament resuming, I think, on the 6th as well. So plenty going to be happening there as well. But yeah, thank you for supporting over the Christmas period. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas period. I hope you enjoyed the new year and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, hope you had a great time, and I wish you guys all of the best for the January New Year. That brings us to the end of today's sort of first live stream. Breaking news, of course, is New Year Day horror as stabbing at Oxford Street, just outside Bond Street Station, as the chaos resumes. You can't even have a day off in the capital city. Multiple men armed with knives and one man left hospitalized. Current state of the condition unknown. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next live stream. Take care, look after yourselves, and